Hey guys, welcome back to the channel again. Thanks for the support so far in the series. And today we're going to be taking a look at the F8F1B, one of my favorite propeller planes in this game. It's got good climb rate, it's fast, it's got decent medium altitude performance, and it turns good. So we got turn time in 19 seconds. We're mainly going to be facing Germany, Italy, and I think the USSR still. Alright, let's hop into AirRB and see what we can do here. Alright, battle for the Rhine. So we're going to want to lower our gun conversions here to 400 because we're wing-mounted guns. 20 or 30 minutes of fuel. I'm going to go with 30 because I know this thing eats up some fuel when you're at WEP. So what we're going to do is we're going to climb up here. We can either continue going straight or we can climb off to the right, which I think I'm going to go to the right here. It looks like we got down-tiered, so we should be one of the better planes here. We'll probably be facing a lot of 109s. This is a plane where you definitely want to use manual engine controls because it overheats very easy. Now this is a plane that you can take up to high altitude, but it's not where it's going to perform best. It's going to perform best around 14,000 feet. Looks like we got some Ju-288s. Not going to bother with them just yet. Can't wait to shoot those guys down later in the game. Alright, we're starting to overheat a little bit, so we're going to turn on manual engine controls here. Now, generally, I don't recommend putting your prop pitch to 100%. If you lower it below 100%, it won't overheat quite so bad. So you won't have to open the radiators as much, which creates more drag when you're going at higher speeds. We also switched into supercharger gear too because we're at a higher altitude. You see our performance is dropping quite a bit now that we're up here. So I'm going to nose down just slightly so I can keep up my speed. Now, I don't want to turn in just yet. We have very little fighter support up here. Gonna try to help this Spitfire out. Now 109s we should be able to outturn at this altitude, and anything below. Once we get up higher, I'm not too sure. That Ta looks like he's pretty slow, not too big of a worry. I think I should be clear to pull off a shot here. Couldn't quite pull hard enough. Gotta be careful about this TA here. I don't want him to get on my 6. So I'm just gonna circle around, stay offensive on him. He's gonna dive down, bleed some speed. He's gonna try to get me to follow him into a climb. That's not gonna happen. I don't want to turn directly onto him right now because I don't want to overshoot him as he's climbing up there. So now that he's nosing back onto me, I'm going to turn at him so our closure rate's too high for him to get a good shot. Hopefully. Yeah, looks like that worked. Don't want to lose sight of the other enemies too quickly either. I know there's two 109s up here. This TA is playing his plane well. So let's see what happens here. If I bring the fight down lower, he's not going to have too many advantages. Looks like he plans on staying up high. Smart move on his part. I'm just going to wait till he gets bored of following me, then I'm going to turn around. Right on cue.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Our team's looking good so far. I'm gonna try to stay at this altitude here. No sense in climbing up to his area of combat. So right now my plan for engaging this TA just got foiled. I was gonna wait for him to go attack those guys over there. But it looks like he's coming at me. There should be no problem with this though. He has massive wings, and at that speed he's not going to be able to roll very good. I can also force an overshoot here. Just nose down once he's in gun range to throw off his aim.
Somebody attack him. Somebody attack him.
See if our Spitfire will do anything. Nope. He's just gonna lose all of his speed. Increase our closure rate here. Yeah, he's not gonna try to follow that, I hope. This guy could have probably saved the match for his team if his team didn't throw the match so early. Okay, cut hard. Turn down. Dodges guns. Good. Glad somebody on our team finally did something. See, now that TA would have been a lot better off if he didn't target fix on me. If he would have went for some of our other teammates, he would have actually made a difference. Because he got so fixed on me, he left himself vulnerable to our C-fire. Okay, we'll be able to get some shots off on this JU if we play it right. Junkas. I want to intercept him so we're coming side on. It's going to be a lot harder of a shot for him. Okay.
A little more effort, and victory will surely be ours.
Oh, unfortunate.
Awesome!
Flew right into that chopper. Bit smaller of a map, I'll take 20 minutes of fuel here. I use the air target belts just so I know what I'm aiming at. Okay, again we're facing props. It's Germany and Italy. Now if we're facing G56s, I'm not really sure what to do against those. Because even though it's more geared for high altitude, it still is really good at low altitude. It's probably going to be our biggest threat this game if there is any G56s. We're going to try to climb a little bit higher this time. Maybe we'll intercept some TAs if they're up there. Okay, let's turn in. We're about the midway of the map. Got our wingman, almost Matt Damon. Now, I was hoping to get a jet game here, but I think because of the BR and all the planes at this battle rating now, I don't know if we'll be able to get one. But if you are facing early jets, altitude is everything. You always want to try to stay above early jets when you're in a prop. You can climb faster and gain energy faster, so that's how you gotta use it. Alright, I'm gonna level off here. A DO-335 on the deck. It's not a good place for him to be. We're gonna focus on these guys that are attacking our bombers here. I'm gonna go for this TA.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
You know, by now I would have thought that bomber players would have learned not to rush straight in, and at least wait for the fighters to get up there. I'll let my team know I'm going after him. Looks like we got some fire support here, so that's good. This TA is making himself vulnerable by doing that. I'm gonna web to get there as quick as I can. Cover our asses for Matt Damon here. Looks like the fight's gonna drag to the deck. Break off and let that P have at it. This 109 looks like he's in a climb here, away from the Spitfire.
Commencing attack.
Might be able to surprise him here. Bet you his eyes are on his 6. Good hits. Looks like I hit his engine and his fuel tank. He's probably gonna blow up pretty soon. Yep. Still a lot of guys left on their team. Question is, where are they all? So we're over their airfield right now. It's right there. Getting AA shooting at me here. We're gonna help out our F8F down there. We're gonna go for this 109.
Launching an attack.
Tell F8F to check his 6. Okay, gonna do a split S onto him.
Commencing attack.
Turn away from their airfield before we start getting hit. Now, these GU-288s are very fast at low altitudes, so they're kind of a pain in the ass to catch. But it looks like we got him just as he's taking off there.
Take him down.
Gonna try to put a few rounds into him. And then pull off. 3 enemies left.
Commencing attack.
Put some shots into him.
Launching an attack.
Okay, looks like the Spitfire got the TA. Want to dive in for this guy as fast as we can before he gets over his airfield. Okay, the F8F got him.
Awesome.
That should be game there. Yep. 3 kills. Alright, we're gonna play one more and hopefully we get a jet match next. Alright, so we climbed off to the side here. We want to stay out of the direct path of them. Mostly because our airfields are at the bottom of the map. I just want to give myself some more space. So I saw a couple of year 2s. And based on the last game, it looks like not too many people climb up high on the German side. At least not at the moment. So I'm going to get a little closer to the battle a little earlier than normal. And see what happens here. Again, still haven't gotten a jet match. Got a 109 G14. It's Italian. Should be able to outturn that. A Lancaster. He is coming right on a path straight for us. But we also have 109. I'm going to pop off a few shots on him real quick. I can go for this 109. I-225, that's one we gotta be careful for. Let's try to get him out of the battle as quick as possible. Spitfire. Try to dodge his guns. Okay, we're not in a very good position right here. Got some critical hits on him. Dodge whoever's shooting at me from behind. Attack this LA-9. I want to lose all my speed right now. Spitfire is going to have a hard time keeping up with my roll rate. Let's make him waste all of his ammo. Let's see if we can force him to overshoot here. He's breaking off. Okay, I think we're clear for a second.
Just keep it up, and victory will be ours.
Spitfire doesn't have much performance at this altitude. Just missed that. Looks like he's lagging a bit. Cut the throttle a little bit so we stay behind him. Looks like we got some support here, that's good. He's gonna get sidetracked there. Let's clean him up. Now we need to get some speed up as fast as possible. I've been keeping an eye on the skies. I don't see anybody around us. That doesn't mean there isn't anybody there, though. It's easy to mistake these AI planes here on the radar for an actual player. So we have a bit of damage right now, so I'm gonna go repair while I have a chance to breathe. But I'll still be able to fight these guys off if they come at us. Make sure the skies are clear around the airfield. Don't want to get strafed. Buttery smooth. Use our guns to slow down a little quicker. Remember how I was saying I missed the days when you could plant the nose into the ground? Well, that guy somehow just did that. I have no idea how.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
So we got two Junkers. If we don't shoot down them, we'll at least win via ticket bleed, because it looks like we got some guys ground pounding down there. Couple more armored car kills and we'll win. Right on cue. Alright, so a little summary on the F8F. It can go up to high altitudes in certain situations, but it's not the best up there. You generally want to keep it at medium and low altitudes. It overheats very easily, so you have to take that into account as you're climbing as well. If you climb to too high of an altitude, it might be far too easy to overheat it when you actually get into combat. It's got a decent roll rate. You can outroll the Spitfires and the 109s, and I'm not too sure on the 190s, but you can definitely outturn a 190, so you shouldn't have too much of a problem with that either. TAs are a bit of a challenge. You just gotta use the roll rate. They're fast. They get the altitude advantage because they spawn up high. They have good guns. They turn decent. They perform well at high altitude. They're probably gonna be your biggest threat. So it's a very good prop plane, but it definitely does have a high skill ceiling because of what it faces. I'd say it's definitely not the best plane at this BR. I'd say that goes to the Ki-84. This thing climbs just as good as you, performs better at higher altitude. It outturns you. It's just as fast at lower altitudes. I'm going to take this one out soon and make a video on it, and I hope you guys look forward to that one. But before we do that, up next I'll be making a video on the Spitfire Mark V-C Tropical. I don't even know if I have this one spaded, or crew trained for that matter. Let's see. Yes, I do. Nope, I have it stock, so you'll get the full experience for that one, full stock experience. I look forward to doing this one too, because it's a BR 4.3. I feel like that's a really fun BR for propeller-driven planes, and I look forward to checking this thing out. Alright guys, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Comment down below any questions you have. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget, have a good one. Bye.